PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, better known as PUBG, is one of the greatest games of 2017 and 2018. However, if you are playing it on the Xbox One game preview version, the game is far from finished. Even 6 months after its release, the game still experiences some significant issues specifically for Xbox One and Xbox One S players. Since its release in December 2017, it's had multiple updates, most of which address gameplay optimization, bug fixes, and issues with your game crashing. When your game crashes, I call it the black screen. This would happen when the game kicks you out for no apparent reason. This could happen to you at any point in the game, in the plane, when free falling, even if you're just standing still, not doing anything. This could happen 2 or 3 times per game, and if you were patient enough, you could rejoin that same game, possibly survive, and could still win. Black screening made the game unplayable for me. It was disappointing knowing that I just spent $40 on a game that I can barely play. The black screening issue has since been addressed, so it happens a lot less now, but it still does happen from time to time. I can live with that. So why am I complaining? I'm a human being. We complain about everything. I understand that they give you a clear warning before you start every game that the game might crash or may not even function at all. I get it. I am speaking for all the Xbox One and Xbox One S players. In this video, it is my goal to bring to everyone's attention what we deal with. The number one issue for all of us now is the extremely slow loading times and rendering in every single match. Here is an example. I'm on Miramar and I just landed at Hacienda del Patron, which in English is the boss's estate. If you look here, I can actually run through this area where there is supposed to be a building. I can see everybody. I can see the loot, I can see what players are doing, and to them it probably looks like I'm walking through walls, like I'm the bad guy from Terminator 2. I can't even land at Hacienda anymore because it takes too long for the building to load. While everybody is gathering their loot and trying to fist each other, I'm struggling to walk 2 feet forward. It's a shame because there's always a good fight at Hacienda. People tell me it's like cheating or it's like I'm hacking, that this is a good thing it's happening, you should take advantage of it. Okay, maybe the first few times, but now I am over it. This is severely impacting my PUBG experience along with millions of other Xbox players every time we play. Even 20 minutes into a match, if I'm driving up to a big city, it's not even there. It has to load. People ask me, why do I still play the game? Why not just wait until it's fully released? Alright, I love PUBG. The game is amazing. It's the best multiplayer gaming experience that I've had since Halo 2 on the original Xbox. It is so good that I am willing to put up with all the bugs, the game crashing still, and the extremely slow loading times. There is nothing more satisfying in any video game right now than the feeling of getting that final kill and getting your chicken dinner. So people tell me, just go buy an Xbox One X. The system is way more powerful. Your games look better, feel better, it supports 4K. I think buying an X just so that PUBG and your other games perform better should not be the solution. Spending an average of $600 just to upgrade a system that you already have is not worth it for most people. People also just tell me, just get it on the computer. It plays better there, that's where it came from. But if you do it this way, you have to buy the game again and potentially buy a graphics card that's worth a few $100 to make the game compatible. Plus, as a die-hard console gamer, it is very hard to make that transition to the PC. Is it really worth it to optimize the experience and performance of your favorite game? For guys like me who do not want to spend hundreds of dollars just to have one of their favorite games perform better, I've decided to make this rant video instead. I'm giving my opinion. I know people at Pubg Corporation are focusing on increasing the optimization and performance for Xbox One and Xbox One S players. If you are a PC player or an Xbox One X player, you don't understand the struggle that we go through every single match. When we land, we don't see buildings. We have to develop strategies based on poor loading times and rendering. While other guys have landed and are already collecting their loot, I'm hiding in a corner for a significant amount of time, waiting for the building to load halfway and then completely. So why don't I just fly far away where nobody else will land with me? I don't want to do that every time. I want to take part in the early game action and blast people. The amount of time it takes for everything to load around us at the start of every match match takes way too long. The clip you're watching right now, I just landed at the prison on Miramar. The building begins to load halfway, and then after an excessively long amount of time, it will eventually load completely. And when I try to run around, I take one step forward and then one step backward. I can't even move. I actually figured out that I can start to move around if I start running sideways. Isn't that wonderful? While other guys are collecting their loot, I can't even do anything. From the time that I landed to the time where I could actually move around and start doing stuff, it took 52 seconds. 52 seconds. People have already grabbed their loot and killed me 3 or 4 times already. Here's another example. I'm in the middle of a game. There's 46 people left. I enter a room to see if there's any loot in there. There's nothing. I turn around. Oh, there's boxes in my face. I can't even get out. I'm trapped. My game is over. I might as well be dead. Some of you might recognize this place. It's the good old shelter. But to me, it's some demonic pathway to hell. A pathway to my death. If an enemy beats me down there, do you think I'm gonna kill him? And here, I've just landed at the school. I start bouncing around like Peter Rabbit. I see a gun, I try to pick it up, and I start getting fisted. By an invisible guy that I can't even see. And not only that, but he kills me. Harry Potter, wearing his invisibility cloak, fisted me to death. Here's a side-by-side example. I'm on the left, Johnny Dooms is on the right. I see an enemy in mid-air. Johnny sees a building. Johnny's like, what the hell are you doing? You're about to drive into a building. I say, no, I'm actually driving through a field. Johnny gets flown from the car, takes no damage. The guy we're trolling is like, WTF, man, is this guy a hacker? Meanwhile, I'm frustrated as all hell because I can't play the game properly. I'll say this again. Through all this nonsense, game loading, game crashing, I still love PUBG. It is one hell of a game. It's the best multiplayer experience I've ever had. Coordinating with your teammates to the very end and getting that chicken dinner is the best feeling of achievement in any video game right now. I really hope when this game fully releases that Xbox One and S players do not have to continue going through this nonsense. But with all these glitches and game loading, is this a PUBG problem or is this an Xbox problem? People on Xbox One X do not experience these struggles. Is this just Xbox's strategy to get all of us to buy their better console? It's got me thinking. So why do I still play it? This game is absolutely phenomenal and is one of my favorite multiplayer games of all time. PUBG has brought online multiplayer gaming to a new level and has set the tone for future games for years to come. Even going through all the BS, it's definitely worth that fulfilling feeling of getting that chicken dinner time after time. But is it worth a big chunk out of everyone's wallet just to have it perform better? I don't think so. Let me know what you think. And my message to the Pubg Corp and Xbox, please fix what needs to be fixed, because you have a lot of crazy fans that love this game, that are still playing on the Xbox One and S, that are struggling to get the most out of this game and get the experiences that we all deserve. Please help us out. Let's get this done. Thank you.